Hey, yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy, Bobby Sneaker, and I am back with another video, man. Hey, listen, this is going to be my first video of the new year, first video of 2021. And I'm just gonna write out the gate. I'm goal setting this year, man. Like, being on people's lives and, you know what I'm saying, coming towards the end of 2020, I think that it's time for me to set some goals. Last year I didn't set a goal for myself, you know what I'm saying, as far as like subscriber marks and, you know what I'm saying, what I wanted to reach. I just wanted to put out content. And I did that. But I think this year that I want to at least, I'm just going to throw a number on it. I'm going to actually throw a number on it. If I reach it, I reach it. If I don't, then I didn't put in enough work. I'm trying to double my subscriber marks, man. So I'm trying to hit, I'm not at 4K yet. I'm about 200 subscribers away from 4,000. I want to at least double my viewership. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to touch at least 8,000 of y'all, pause. By the end of 21. That's my goal, man. And that's, you know what I'm saying, I'm just going to stick to that. 8,000 subscribers by the end of 21 is the goal on the channel. But anyway, I just had to put that out there. So, if you new around here, and that big button down below is still red, you're doing it all wrong. Make sure that button is gray. Come over here and join the movement. Subscribe to the channel, man. That's what we're doing over here. And we're going to start off the year right. Mr. Heater Cheeks is back in the building. That's what we're doing today, man. So, I think the Nike, Adidas, New Balance, Reebok, everybody, I think 2021 is going to be a big year. I think they're going to do us right this year, and I think Nike is going to start off the year with a banger. So let's get into the first release of January 2021. Roll the intro.
Whose world is this?
Taking over in the landscape of the kicks and copping any bricks. I'll fire you desire, but rock and maybe flip. It's easy, you never trip, get them early, you never miss no bite. But if they hot, make it to the court, they cap. Now welcome to Bobby Sneaker World. Sneaker World, yeah, Bobby Sneaker World, Sneaker World, Sneaker World.
Alright, so I'm going to move off center a little bit. I'm going to put the pictures, I'm going to look over here on the, I'm going to look down, I might be looking down or over a little bit. But I'm going to put everything over here to my left. It might be y'all's right. What we're looking at. And right off rip, you know what I'm saying? Nike is blessing us. With a two colorways. Alright. These are the Nike Lahar Lows. Wheat and black. What are these? Nike, if this is the energy that y'all gonna be giving us all 21, I don't want no parts. I'll officially turn in my sneakerhead card. If this is the energy that y'all bringing in 21, y'all better, I didn't know there was a high vert. What is this? Is this a new silhouette? These are Magic City. Y'all already know what it is. These are cheeks. These are terrible. Wheat or black, both terrible. So I'm just gonna keep it moving on those. Nike, don't play yourself and don't play with us like this. Alright, so moving on. They can't go back to back. You know what I'm saying? That was ridiculous. But what about the Jordan Why Not 0.4 Upbringings? The Russell Westbrooks. I can't even say his name. Terrible, man. Are there any good Westbrooks? If you know of a good Russell Westbrook sneaker, comment it down below so I can Google it, and then I'll reply back to you, and then I'll unfollow you because I don't believe you. So don't send me anything. Those are terrible. January 6th. Oh, maybe I should start saying the dates. I don't like usually saying the dates just because they're so subject to change in the sneaker community. But this says January 6th for 130 doll hairs. The Russell Westbrook 0.4s Upbringings will not be coming to my house. All right, so that's back-to-back cheeks. Actually, Magic Cities. I'm going to quickly touch on, Air Jordan 35s, the Breds. Now, Bred would automatically make you think, I'm intrigued. Let me see what... I don't like the silhouette. I don't like 35s. I got a couple friends that love the 35 silhouette. I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a fan at all. Not huge or small fan. I don't like the sneaker. But I'm not mad at it either. If you like it, I love it. I think you can throw any colorway on it and it would not sway me. But, that's 3 cheeks in a row. So let's keep it moving. Here we go. This will have a lot of people on the fence. These are the Air Jordan 1 Volt Gold. This year that I'm going to be trying, I love, Jordan 1s. I'm going to try to get as many Jordan 1s as possible, whether I love them or not. These I'm on the fence about. I'm probably going to get them anyway. I think they're closer to Heat than they are cheeks, but I can see how anybody would go back and forth on these. Like, I really don't know how I feel about these. I think these will be definitely something you have to see in hand before you can make a full judgment. So I'm going to lean towards Heat on these, but that's subject to change once they release on January 9th for $170. So, and I think those release in full family sizes or at least adult and grade school. All right, now we have the Air Jordan 13 Starfish Orange. So these are cheeks. These are cheeks just because I just don't. I think that I don't really like 13s. I think the 13s are cool, but I only like OG colorways. I think I could only really rock with the He Got Games and maybe the Cherries and maybe the Breds. That's about it. That's just me personally though. So anything outside of those 3, I'm super good on. So I'm going to say these are cheeks, but I know there'll be a lot of people that run out and get these. But your preference. All right, another Jordan. This is a women's exclusive, a women's release. The Air Jordan 4 Starfish as well. Yeah, back-to-back Starfish. And they can throw both of these in the ocean. These are terrible. They look like a GS sneaker. I'll just say that. They don't look like they're for men, in my opinion. Definitely not something that I would be walking around in. But yeah, I can see, little girl, you get a little school shoes that look like they're durable, so you can't really, it doesn't look like you can beat them up really quickly. But January 21st, 190 doll hairs, there you go. All right, now we're moving into something. The Air Jordan 9 University Gold. Fire. These are heat. Now, I know a lot of people don't like 9s, period. A lot of people aren't going to like this like charcoal gray type color. But this charcoal gray with the University Gold on the back is absolutely fire to me. It's very simple. But it's definitely clean. Like, something you can just wear casually. But that's just my opinion. Y'all let me know that in the comment section down below how y'all feel about these University Gold 9s. I think they're dope. I think if they were just like black and the charcoal gray, I think I probably would pass. But the hits of gold or yellow or whatever color that is on the back and the little Jumpman on the midsole, sets them off. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it be like that. All right, let's move away from Jordan Brand a little bit. Let's hop back over into some just Nike releases, or you know, whatever. We got some more heat. Okay, here we go. We got the Nike SB Dunk Low Streetwalker. So this obviously is a Nike SB. This is January 13th for $110. This is another this is a mismatch type sneaker, but these look dope to me, man. I pretty much guarantee that I won't be able to get my hands on them. There will be a ton of dunks supposed to be releasing in January. We shall see, because like I said, everything is subject to change, but there are supposed to be a ton. Now, you can see the pictures here, so I can't go through every single color, but it says metallic, copper, light silver, and Pueblo, whatever that is. But the left sneaker looks like it has a green sock liner, some tan, some browns, like a bluish gray outsole. The other one has like a salmon type color, like a dandelion outsole, brown toe box. Like, it's a bunch of different colors, obviously. I think these are really, really clean. I rock with Dunk Lows heavy. Even though I didn't hit on a single one in 2020, trying to change that energy here in 21. Hopefully I can hit on these Streetwalkers, man. Those release on the 13th for $110. They'll probably be on Nike Sneakers app and a bunch of different skate shops. And there's none in my area. Alright, so on the next day, allegedly, on the 14th, I don't know if these have loaded on the Nike Sneakers yet, but you got the Nike Dunk Low, not an SB, Nike Dunk Low, women's release. It says Coast, but from what my understanding was, these are supposed to be like UCLA Bruins colorways, like collegiate type colorway. These are dope. These are another super clean colorway that you can just rock with anything. I'll be going for these as well. I wear a 10.5 in dunks and in Jordan 1s. So if I can hit that unicorn size 12 in women's, then I'll be bringing those home, and those be going straight to foot. But I think these are heat. These are definitely heat. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep moving. They say there's a bunch of stuff releasing on the 14th. I don't know if they'll do it like this, but we'll keep going through. There's supposed to be a bunch of Dunk Lows. They got a black and white colorway. I'll just post them all together. Black and white, a UNLV. For those of you who don't know, that's a college. And also a Dunk High. Another women's release. It says in football gray. Damn, and a vast gray. I doubt that like 5 or 6 pairs of dunks drop on the 14th, but they may just be placeholder dates, but they are set to release. I'll put every single one of them on the screen. Black and white is cool. UNLV is fire. I'll probably go for those just because it's Ohio State Buckeye colors. You know what I'm saying? Football gray. Cheeks. Vast gray. Cheeks. I mean, whatever. Also on the 14th, they got the Ambush Nike Dunk High Cosmetic Fuchsias. Those, I don't know. Those retail for $180. I think that the last, in 2020, I think those resold. You know what I'm saying? The colorways that released last year. I'm not even going for them to resell them. No, thank you. I saved my $200. Not even gonna waste my time trying to resell those. Those are cheeks. On the next day after that, on January 15th, Kyrie has a release of his Kyrie 7 in the Raygun colorway. Now, this is also another pack or something like that. The releases in a bunch of different colorways. I go through them each individually, but I do like the Raygun colorway on the 7. I wouldn't wear them for myself, but it's something that I would probably go for Josiah, my son. Those are $130. I don't know if there's a price difference in Kyrie's as far as like adult and GS, but those released for $130 on January 15th. On the same day, the Flight 89 Rayguns release, I had 2 pairs of 89s. I had an all olive green pair and an all red pair like 3 years ago. And I beat both of those into the ground and ended up just like throwing them in the garbage. But I do like the 89 silhouette. I don't know if I'll go for these. I think these are actually heat. I like the color block. I like that Raygun colorway on the 89. Not bad at all. But I won't personally be going for them. They're $120. The next day, after the same day, January 15th, they got an Air Raid in the Raygun colorway. Those are cheeks. That colorway does not look good on the Air Raid. I think Air Raids only look good in the OG colorways. And those are still, you have to really like that. It has to be, it's a nostalgia thing to buy those. I don't think it's the best looking sneaker ever, but it takes you back to a moment in time. Anyway, those are cheeks, $145. Then they have 2 more, I believe, Air Force One Raygun for $110. They look really simple. It look like something that you would find in Foot Locker anyway. I don't know how, they might be easy to get. And then there's also a Nike Blazer 77 mid in the Raygun colorway, which I do not like. I think those are super cheeks. Maybe if they wasn't predominantly white and they flipped it a different type of way, maybe I would like those. But as of right, I'm speaking right now, looking at these cheeks. All right, let's hop back over. Let's see what Jordan Brand is doing. Okay, right. Okay, this is what you're doing. All right, January 23rd, Jordan 5 Lows, already a dub. Chinese New Year. These are Magic City. These are terrible. They don't even look right. Like, it doesn't look right. The features of it look like it's supposed to be a high with the toe box. It looked like it's gonna, like, if I just looked at the front, like, oh, okay, and then you start going towards the back, like, what happened? What's going on? What happened? It don't look like it's supposed to be a low. And then the sneaker itself just looks terrible. I think that the top part tears away, another one of those type thing that reveals a pattern underneath, all of that good stuff. They can keep those. Those are cheeks. Those are $215 on January 23rd. Now this next release, the Titan collab Air Jordan 23. Sorry, Air Jordan 23 Titan colorway, $250 USD. These are cheeks. I thought initially, like, I was trying to tell myself, like, yeah, those are, you ain't never had a 23, like, why not? You know what I'm saying? They bringing it, those, no, I don't like these. I don't like these at all. I didn't like them when they came out, whatever year that was. I don't like them now in 2021. They can hold those, especially for $250. Now, they also put the Titan colorway on the Air Jordan 35. I don't like 35, so I'm just going to say they're cheeks. Anyway, I actually think they look better on the 35 than on the actual 23. But I think that they're cheeks regardless. Now, next, I'm going to ruffle a little feathers. The Jordan 4 Taupe Haze. Now, I know people say a lot of times, like, poor man Travis Scott this, poor man, like, especially with the Mocha ones. Up there, fire. But these are, like, it's almost like they're teasing people with, this is very similar to, you know, a Travis Scott. I feel like if there was no Travis Scott, I could like these if it didn't look like it was one of those like winterized type sneakers. I don't like the winterized look. I don't like that material. And I'm not sure. Do these wear away too? I don't know. I'm sure from a distance I'll see some on foot pictures and they'll look fire, but in hand I'll have to see them. But I'm pretty sure that these are cheeks. I'm pretty sure that I'm not gonna like these. And then I'll finish out with 2 more. Matter of fact, I'll do this one first. January 31st, Air Jordan 1 Low, Chinese New Year. these are cheeks too, man. I know a lot of people, they're different and they're, you know, got a pattern on the side and they come with a gold tassel. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, a little graduation going from 2000 to 2020. I mean, 2020 to 2021. Flip the tassel to the other side. You can throw these back and throw these in the garbage. These are terrible. But there'll be a lot of people that want them. I already hear a lot of people want these. They're trash. Now, I'm going to finish out the video with these. These Air Jordan 3 Cool Grays. I wasn't a huge fan of these, the originals. Like when they came out here in Ohio, I was not, you know, running to the store like I gotta have these Cool Gray 3s. I'm still not a huge fan, but I do think that I'm going to get a pair just because they're OG. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I do think that I'm going to add those to the collection, and see how I feel about them. Once I start wearing them, putting them on foot, different things like that, put some outfits together, different things like that. But that's what it is, man. That's the video. I appreciate it. Let me move back over and center myself, and I have to finish this video with this because in 2020 I ruffled a lot of feathers with my heater cheek videos in the comments section. What you guys need to understand is these are my opinions. Doesn't make them right. They're opinions. So just because I don't like something, I say something is cheeks or Magic City, which it probably is, doesn't mean that's how you have to feel about it. It doesn't bother me that you comment down below that, you know, that you hate my opinion on it, but it is my opinion. So you rock what you like. That's the whole purpose of these videos. They're my opinions, and it does not mean they're correct. It just means that's how I feel. But I do appreciate each and every one of you guys that continue to come rock on my content, man. I'm blessed that my channel continues to grow at the rate that it is, but I want to double it. I want 8,000 by the end of 21. If I hit higher than that, obviously that's a blessing. But we trying to run it up in 2021, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to be more consistent. Y'all tell a friend to come rock with the content, man. I'm out of here. OVE!